Morning, everyone. We've had some comments already. I need to get the poll up today. Let's give that one a start. Carlton Blue. Who will win? Carlton Blues or Adelaide Crows? I think it's going to be going Carlton's way. Actually, can't think which way I tipped, if I'm honest. Let's have a gander. I cannot remember. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. What have we got so far? Andrew going for the Crows. I hope. I don't know. Actually, I don't really care. Stick Studio go Blues. Leopold Stotch should be a good game. Hopefully, this is the game that was at a good time for me. It's the last game of the week, not up too stupidly early. So yeah, hopefully this will be a good game. But we say that every time. So, Laura, would love to watch the watch along today. That means you're not going to. But I'm at the Marvel Stadium cheering on the Blues today. Awesome. I would say I'll try and spot you in the crowd, but I don't know what you look like. So it's a tricky one to do. Claire, hi Claire. Goanna, hi Goanna. Nunya, pleasure. Muick? I think that's how I would pronounce it, Muick. Hi Muick. Jake, hi Jake. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. It's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for joining me. Shall we take a look at the results so far this week? Hi, Tracy. Awesome to have everyone here. Let's have a look at the results so far this week. So, let's get to AFL. Let's get to AFL on my app. Friday night, Port Adelaide Powers. I actually watched this, or a little bit of this, as I was out walking dogs. Power beat Bulldogs. What a result. It was only a few weeks ago. I said Port Adelaide had absolutely no chance of making the finals. However, they are sneaking up. They've had a run of good form, haven't they? So fair play to Port Adelaide. And then North Melbourne. Is there any point of them playing? They might as well just give the points to the other team because, yeah, the Kangaroos are not playing well this season, are they? Which follows on from last season. Then we got Saturday results. Richmond Tigers versus Magpies. It was a fairly close game, but Richmond pulled the job there, and then it all went wrong. It's going wrong for Sydney. They have crumbled. Two poor results and back to back. They've really got to pull their finger out because they lost to the Gold Coast Suns, which, yeah, considering Gold Coast Suns are in 13th place now, should have beaten them really, and at Sydney ground as well. Giants lost against Cats. I tell you what, this is the funny thing. Cats are so... Sorry, the Giants are so up and down. They go and batter teams, and then they get battered themselves. And it's like, it doesn't make any sense. Brisbane Lions beat West Coast Eagles. That's a given, isn't it? The fact that Lions only got 105, it's a surprise. But probably the result, actually, I think, of the Saturday is possibly Essendon. Essendon finally managed to get that win against Hawthorn. So a good result. And then early on today, this I thought would be closer. Melbourne Demons 93, St Kilda 55. I thought that would be closer. That was actually a game I was thinking, I'd really like to watch that. Turns out, glad I didn't. Because Demons ran away with it, really. They were in control most of the game, actually, by the looks of it. Yeah, they were in control of it most of the game. A mini late surge from the St Kilda. So that leaves us with Carlton Blues versus Adelaide Crows. I don't know which way it's going to go. Morning for me, Blair. Thanks for joining me. Mad. Okay, I'll call you Mad. Right, my tipping. Okay. Oh man, it's disaster. My tipping this week is not quite as good. I think this is my worst week, if I'm honest. See, yeah, right, hang on. My tipping for this week is not as good. I am on five out of 8 with this one to go. I've gone Adelaide by 12. There you go, if you want to see. Hang on. Oh, it's hard to see. Let's go that way. Yeah, there you go. I've gone Adelaide by 12. So, yeah, I think that's just because I don't really rely on Carlton to win. And I think Adelaide could get a little surprise result. I tell you what, the Sydney losing, 1% of people thought that Gold Coast were going to win that. So I was certainly in the majority. Wow. 15% of people thought Essendon were going to win, and they did. Wow. Wow. It's crazy. Yeah, mine is not that great this week. It's not great. Swans have just hit a little rough patch, haven't they? They've hit a little rough patch, and I don't know why. Oh. Hang on. My Discord's just gone. Let me get it up again. Alright, game's back up in the Discord, guys. Okay, let's get this sound up as the game is going to start very, very soon.
Settle a little now. Carlton will jump to outright 4th if they win this game. 6 wins, 2 losses. They'll be at the heels of Melbourne, Fremantle and Brisbane. And for the Crows, they'll be equal 8th if they win this game. Same win-loss as Richmond inside the 8th.
See, at the start of the game, I don't necessarily think I'd just put my money on Carlton to win. Because actually, I do think Crows could pull something out of the bag here. And the game is on. By the looks of it, I'm about 20 seconds behind, which isn't too bad, to be fair. Oh, bouncing ball. So it's just outside of the Carlton 50 at the moment. It's a very scrappy start. No one can keep grips of this ball. Free kick to the Blues. Hi Simon, thanks for joining me, mate. Duke, I've got Crows to win. Not by a lot, but I've got Crows to win. Very much along the same lines as you. I tell you what, you could be right, Claire. Just kind of riding on the Buddy 1000 sort of coattails, weren't they? Although Buddy did score a hell of a lot of goals last week, didn't he? In that like literally 5-minute patch. So playing into the Crows 50. Are we going to get a mark here? We are. We are in the left pocket.
Just too easy in the end in the one-on-one contest, but because the kick went so quick, it just didn't allow the Adelaide defenders to roll around and impact at that one-on-one contest. So
I think we're going to start here with the Carlton points.
2 goals, 2 last week. Trying to find some really good form.
I think oh, only behind. That was spinning. 1 point for Carlton. What do you think of Tex Walker? Join in, join in. I think he's clearly a good player. Tex is clearly a good player. However, he is clearly a bit of an arsehole at the same time, isn't he? But sometimes, I know it's frustrating to see players like that, but sometimes you need that sort of character. Oh, I'm not sure. Setting that. Tex plays it along in front of the goal, and the chance is, well, not taken. 1-1.
Smooth transition from Dawson out of half back.
Another in, Williams for the Blues. He's there in, comes long with his kick. Dawson's kick, smothered.
Big ball. Oh, it's too long. Too long. Marked by Carlton.
Good Mother's Day crowd here at Marvel Stadium. Newman told to go, and then he...
Is it Mother's Day today in Australia? Because I don't think it's Mother's Day here.
His mum prefers the blue. It's easier to spot on the telly at home, and I've got to agree with it. Maybe the blue ones are a little better than those.
She would have seen him then.
Himmelberg couldn't get
So by my comments,
well, Father Time can't catch him.
there's 6 points for Crows. So by my comments, Kat, I assume that I'm on the right line of thinking. That he's probably a really good player, but he's a bit of an arsehole, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, you speak of Butts at the other end where he didn't really commit either way, didn't go over the top and impact the contest.
I don't know when Mother's Day is here. Google it. I don't read. 19th of March is Mother's Day here, so it's gone. When's Father's Day? She'll Google it.
O'Brien and DeConing to go at it again. O'Brien put down to Cripps. To Chera. Mongrels at the half.
I see. Yeah, I do think the Crows can do something here. I think they've had some serious mixed form, so you really just don't know what sort of standard of teams turning up. But there's no reason why Crows can't win this, because I've not necessarily been impressed with Carlton. I don't think Carlton have been a very strong team, if I'm honest. Hi, Simon. Amazing. Thank you, mate. Bless. 47, surely not. Not a day over 20.
Sits it up. Rochelli's over the back. McAdams over the back.
Oh, Himmelberg almost. And the 6 points. The loose ball was picked up. 6 points, Adelaide. 13-1 lead. Himmelberg was unlucky not to make that mark in the first place. Just slipped through his fingers, but the second ball was picked up.
Here's a few Adelaide scarves, and we may have thought there would have been a Carlton jumper as well, but I mean, this is inside 50, so great work in the air from Himmelberg, and that just invites the smalls. And I think
outside of his boot as well. Look, outside of his boot. Simple kick, but had to make it. Could easily have messed that up using the outside.
Yes, it was a missed kick from Sam Walsh, but they're in a position where they're defending really well, Adelaide, but it's also allowing them to springboard back and go really aggressive on the offensive side.
Yeah, big Carlton supporting family, even Josh Rochelli.
I just think, right, this may be controversial, especially if there are Carlton fans in here. But from watching Carlton, and I've watched a few, they just seem a very boring team. They don't really have any characters anymore, and they're just a little bit boring. Sorry if that offends you, but yeah, what do you think? Am I right in my sort of thinking that they're just a bit of a boring team? There's no characters, there's no standout players. That's certainly what I think anyway. I just don't think they're that exciting.
O'Brien is in that hole and kills it with a fist. In fact, killed it in the Murphy direction, who was beautifully spinning out of trouble and then almost spat himself dizzy and turned it over.
Ball into the Crows 50. He's being wrestled. Is he giving her free? He's given a free to Carlton there. Did look like he was trying to wrestle him to the floor.
Just trying to maintain body contact with Mackay because, as we know, he's so dangerous in the air. It's certainly a free kick.
Yeah, Riley O'Brien just couldn't get himself back to influence the contest, which has been quite good at the first part of this quarter.
Running at 80% accurate with the hook kick.
And that's the that's the goal for Carlton. 7-13.
Was off the back of turnover. Adelaide Crows coming out of
Ooh.
defence. Had a chance to
Light show's going on.
missed that opportunity. And then Carlton were able to clean it up with a repeat entry.
And to be fair, it did look like he was trying to wrestle him to the ground.
Because of the speed.
Simon, yeah, I'm in England. I'm just above Southampton in a place called Eastleigh.
3 or 4 crickets in the one contest. Too high, holding the man. But you're right. I think the aggressive
Guys, while there's a break in play, if you're joining here and you're enjoying them, please make sure you hit the like button and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Hi, Troy.
Father Gerard played 3 games for the Blues. Not enough, obviously, for the father-son rule, which stands at 100. Back in the middle. And the palm down, Walsh. Backwards to go forward to Kennedy.
They do also have the most boring kit out of all the teams, don't they? Just plain blue. It is a little bit dull.
2 out there. Kyle went to
Oh.
ground again.
What happened there? What was that noise?
He's been really physical, Butts. And I don't think that was a free kick, but it's the way you've got to play, Mackay. You've got to try
Hang
and
on.
open him up, because if it's all on his terms,
Did someone send me some coffees or beers? Because I prefer to say beers. Hang on.
O'Brien and Silvani, and you'd expect O'Brien to win, although Silvani got a piece of it to Joel, whose dad also played for the Blues. Not enough for him to be picked up father-son either. In that scramble, how's the umpire going to see this? They're all circling. Ball grabbed it in against Hadley.
Mad. What would you prefer?
Runs to the pocket and mongrels it.
Pushed out by the Crows.
Dance past the cover.
Good tackle by Crows there.
yeah, a rush of blood, that's what it was. I mean, you just need to be composed. And I was about to say, reference where O'Brien is and try and hit one of the other key forwards.
I'm sorry. Look, as I said it may offend some Blues fans, but there's no characters. When you think of other teams in the AFL, other teams have characters, and you know they're known for certain style of play maybe, and I just don't get anything with Carlton. I don't get anything with Carlton.
Goal assist.
So how do I know, Simon? So I watched over a year ago. I watched Aussie Rules Explained, and I've been watching it ever since, and watch it most weeks. Literally most weekends while the season's on, I'm watching at least 1 or 2 AFL games.
Struck it pretty well, but not well.
Oh, behind. 8-13.
Frampton. Down the spine, takes it on, heads to Keys. Outstanding. And here's off. Walker's in space. There's no one anywhere.
What you want me to say, Simon Pabirdy?
Left, right, and centre. And he put it
I definitely pronounced that right. Scrappy inside the Carlton's 50. Push in the back. Is that not just the softest foul you can give away? It really is, isn't it? It's such a soft foul to give away, a push in the back. I'm looking for where the push was though, and I didn't see one.
60-metre kick on the bit with both feet. Just have to say, you didn't see him.
So 8-13, 12 minutes and 5 seconds gone on the clock. Carlton with the ball. It did seem soft because I was looking back at their replay and I could not see a push.
to hold them up, hem them in. Boundary side he sticks. Silvani tunnelled a little by Dawson. Tunnelled enough. Play on advantage. Curnow blasts it. So it's a one-on-one.
See, that was a push, right? If I'm sorry. I'm sorry if he gave if the umpires gave a push in the Carlton 50. How are they not giving a push there? Because he clearly just pushed him to the ground. this is one of the problems. I tell you, this is one of the problems with having so many different umpires, is that you're expecting them to umpire consistently on the same level of tolerance, and you don't get that. So yeah.
Walker was standing between Young and Wiedering, which key forwards tend to have to do when they're a 1-on-2. And Wiedering and Young whacked possession.
Laurent, we did a Romanian taste testing, which is literally gone live today. So make sure you check it out and tell me if any of those things, any of those products really are Romanian, because we occasionally get these snack boxes and some of the items are not as Romanian as we think, apparently. So make sure you check that out.
A bit of territory at the moment. Usually when you switch the ball, you want to go pretty quick to the open side because you've got an advantage.
They're trying to spread this Adelaide zone, and they've done pretty well. They've opened it up nicely. So Newman gets on the end of the Doherty handball and hits Cripps.
Oh, Cripps could not keep hold of it.
For an arm chop free is the play from the umpire.
It just, honestly, I think, Simon, if you want to watch it, the game is in the Discord server. How many have we got in there at the moment?
To chop the arm on this occasion because he's out of position.
What I do, let me just link the Discord in the chat. So we got a free from Cripps. Hi Richard, yeah, 20 minutes a quarter. It's, hang on. In you go. 14-13, Carlton take the lead. I don't know why the Crows are pulling shirts here. A goal's a goal. Get a grip. Yeah, it's
We like a bit of feeling in the game.
as I said, I think if you go in the Discord, AEKAU, this is the thing. As I said, I make this point again. If you've got so many different umpires, then it's not easy for them all to have the same tolerance levels. And you see that, you've seen it already in this game where you get a push given that I didn't even see in the Carlton 50, and then when it goes back and Carlton are attacking, the Crows player clearly give a little shove. Check his head. No, he's okay. He's head. End up spinning. What are they getting aggy for? They both went for the ball. Chill out, boys. Jesus, they're on something today. The Crows too busy pushing and shoving to actually play the game now. Getting drawn into something that's not even worth it. Then Simon, if you're a kid and you can't join Discord, then you pay for KO and get Fox 504 or probably BT Sport.
3 goals for last week for Charlie Curnow. 19-11 for the season. Crows kick the first.
In you go again.
Blues have kicked the last 3.
I think this is Adelaide giving this quarter away. If I'm honest, Carlton have just kept steady. Adelaide are just losing their heads a little bit, aren't they? They're really losing their heads. It wasn't intentional. He's going for the ball. Yeah, I think Adelaide Crows certainly giving the quarter away.
Into the dangerous part of the ground. I mean, Frampton was probably caught ball watching too often. You've got to always reference your man in that defensive end. Charlie Curnow slipped in behind him and read it better.
Be interesting the assessment of that as well, because we all look at the action versus what the parameters are that the AFL have to go through every week. When
So 2013, 8 minutes and 35 gone. Ball up. Adelaide with the ball. Crows running down the middle. He's going to kick it. He's going to kick it. He's going to kick it. Is he going for the goal?
It didn't seem like he ran too far, but
See, players are idiots. They're just becoming idiots. But the umpire has said he ran too far before he bounced it.
tell you what, it's only hurt him on a few occasions, but I think
Is Adelaide making the mistakes here? It really is.
to be able to lead up.
It is Adelaide that are making the mistakes.
Brian White. Here's the spot fires out there. Carlton free again.
And this is why it's important for the leaders to get around to their teams and cool their heads.
Little roll into the pocket. Himmelberg.
Himmelberg, just ball bounces over him.
Scrambled away and it'll be coming back.
And straight out to the Carlton players. They're playing on. Big ball into the 50.
Goal square.
Ball up.
Big fist of Hinge knocked it
Both punched away, really.
square.
Ball's held up.
Played nicely by Himmelberg. Holds it up.
That was a great contest.
It's an interesting one, actually, this first quarter so far.
Himmelberg with the palm down. Here is Owies.
But I don't know what. I don't know what.
Hamill does.
I don't. What are Adelaide? What are Carlton doing to get under the Crows' skin? I think they're getting under their own skin. If I'm honest, they're winding themselves up. It just seems, as I said, they've sort of lost their heads, and they are losing their heads over completely nothing. Simon, I do. That's well. I got little Jack Russell, but we've got our black lab staying with us for the week. So if you hear heavy footprint, heavy claws on the floor, that'll be him, Jet the lab.
Settling things down the Crows. Blues have kicked the last 3 in a row. Brown.
Oh, and Troy, the Sharks versus Warriors seem a little bit.
There.
Hey, Jet. Jet. Come here. Come.
Sits it up, hoping for Gillespie.
Jet the lab is staying. Here you go.
Young was the highest of the
Jet.
flyers. Boyd feeds it back, gets it back with the 1-2. With Newman, hits Kennedy. And he bounces off like a rubber ball. And he's off. Curno's over the back. Got it.
Oh, there's the mark.
Silvani runs for him. Owies runs for him. Puts it in Silvani's direction. A 2-on-2. The fists come. Martin wants to pounce. Got it. Gets out of a bind.
We Carlton have got it inside the 50. They've punched away.
No high free.
Carlton pick the ball up again.
Walsh, no push in the back.
No. Adelaide play the ball out. They're on the counter-attack.
Danced inside them nicely.
Played up.
Anderson
Oh, could not make the mark. But Crows pick it up again.
got him. Little roller back to half forward. Doherty ducks. And
This has got a little bit frantic in this last 30 seconds. Very frantic.
waited for the bounce. Dawson's got it. Dragged down. Is that ball? Second mouse still. He got the cheese.
Crows have got the ball again. Now back to Adelaide. Back to Carlton.
Gee, it's a good game.
I am watching it live, Simon. I am watching it live. I'm about 20 seconds behind, but otherwise I am watching it live.
I think you've got to kick to grass, really take the ground.
As I hear you, Kat. I think you're possibly right here. But if it's played on an emotional level, then Carlton are winning this. Personally, I think Crows have just got to settle themselves down.
He sees Walker, puts it out in front.
What
To get there on the bounce.
poor pass, really poor pass from
Blues
to Walker.
for Tex. Berry. Hately.
You made the mark. Made the mark. It's going to be from the 50, out wide.
Time again.
4 minutes 50 left.
Long and direct to the goal square. Then he took a bounce at the wrong time. They eventually find a mark inside the forward 50.
Ah, Skull and Crossbones. Hiya, mate. And Yin. Nice of you to join me. Thanks, guys. Awesome to have you here. 2013, 4 minutes 30.
Draft to Adelaide.
Big ball across the goal mouth.
Square. Murphy had to be the flyer. Tex was the cross.
Tex has got it. Plays it out.
Fed it out in the shoulder direction. Couldn't bounce.
Recovered by Carlton. That's going to be a ball up.
Like a hug for mum. For Mother's Day, that tackle drags into the ground. It was no getting out.
So,
Tackle.
if we're talking about football, yeah, well, Saints are safe, but Saints more or less went on holiday a few weeks back because they've been dreadful recently.
Schomburg
They really have been dreadful. I'll make a point about the Premier League in a minute at the quarter break.
Young with the fist knocked it down. Scholl dragged down. Another splendid grab around tackle.
Simon isn't. Simon, if I'm honest, Simon is not a young person's name. 14. There you go. Yeah, no, I was just saying I'm 5. I've only got 5 right so far. We're saying that's a push. We're saying it is a push. So we get a free for Adelaide.
Old school trying to improve the angle as well with the walk inside.
I like it, Dwayne.
Simon, I'll say 13 or 12. There you go, 13 or 12. Hi, Sue. Thanks.
Another one of the Victorians in this Adelaide lineup.
Thanks for popping in, Sue.
9 of them in the 22.
Can we make it? 3 minutes 15 on the clock.
Big kick this.
Can he make it? No. No. 2014 on the on the board.
Doherty to the pocket.
No, it's not been great, superstar. 5 out of, it said it wasn't as good as a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks ago when I got 8 out of 9.
Hands it off to Boyd. Plants his foot into it. Oh, he's over.
Oh, not quite making the mark for Carlton. 2 minutes 40 left.
Feeds it out. Dawson got his arms free to Keys.
So Adelaide trying to play the ball out. It's a nice little passing, and then he runs into trouble.
Option thought, no, you're not the
Almost panicked when he knew people were around him.
other option. There wasn't much.
They did well, the Blues, to close that up. They looked like Adelaide were going to be able to springboard a game, but defensively they worked out really well, the Blues.
Just a nice sharp reminder. Adelaide have been really good defensively, denying Carlton the corridor. Just have that one lapse in concentration, they'll cut you up.
Cripps must held before he got it.
So Adelaide need to get this back. It'd be good if they could get another goal, make it 2020. But Blues have just got themselves a mark.
From Chera, he hit that floater perfectly. Stayed nice and low. Didn't give the defence a chance.
Who is that? Is that Owls?
Once he kicks it,
Owls with the kick.
well, that's a good floater.
Kicked 2 straight last week. 6-3 for the season.
Owies.
Quickly out.
Bang.
49.
Oh, he pulled it across his body. 21-14. 3-3-2-2. 21-14. 1 minute 30 left. Himmelberg playing it out to the wing.
Brown. No one on the mark, so he can go if he wants to. Sits it on Gallant's head. And so
Whoa, Jake, who says I'm a random YouTuber? Me, random YouTuber?
Got to get their shape right forward to create that contest that Tex Walker is so good at.
Big ball in from the umpire.
Cronin and O'Brien got 2 hands on it. Down
1 minute and 10 left on the clock.
Chera. Kennedy weaved his way through the traffic, couldn't hit his target, but gains 35.
It's been a nearly quarter for Owies, hasn't it? He's been thereabouts, but just hasn't been able to take that mark, or he hadn't
1 minute coming
a
up.
couple of minutes ago. That one
It's still close. Still nothing really in it. I think Carlton have certainly been the more dominant in this quarter, but it's mainly from.
Free kick count starting to even up.
I think it's mainly still from the Crows' sort of mental immaturity. It almost seems.
Gives it to their best kicker, Dawson. And McAdam was the riser, couldn't mark it.
45 seconds.
From Himmelberg, the hand was on.
Balls out of play.
From Himmelberg and led.
48 people. Guys, welcome. If you haven't already, make sure you like the stream. You can join the Discord if you need to access the game as well. It's showing in there. We've got some people in there watching now.
Lost to the Giants. Broke his hand pre-season, but been sparkling since the season started.
30 seconds left. Carlton playing it down the wing now. It was a poor hand pass to him though. And straight to Adelaide. Straight to Adelaide. In his hands. Adelaide play the ball across their 50.
Hold it up here. Not time enough for them to get a score, but time enough to concede one. And they hold.
And that's going to be the first quarter done.
Been a hot first quarter.
There we go. Hot in the fact that it's, as the commentator says, hot as in the hot heads, maybe. Right, let me just turn the sound down. So the first quarter, yeah, I think that first quarter was won by Carlton, clearly as the score shows, but they were able to stay calmer, and Crows just lost their heads, and I don't know why, because there wasn't anything to lose their heads for, and that has just cost them that first quarter, if I'm honest. Yeah. Yeah. It's been an okay first quarter. What are your thoughts? Please do let me know. Andrew, if you're a Crows supporter, do you agree with me saying that Crows just lost their heads a little bit? Started getting a little riled up for no real reason. So yeah, who was it that asked about Saints? Was it Nunya that asked about Southampton? Yeah, Nunya. Right. So I think I've possibly asked this point before. So as a Southampton fan, as in Southampton Football Club, we're safe in the league now, mid-table. The team might as well have gone on holiday because they've given up, because they are safe. Now, my question would be, and I asked this question to someone yesterday. Would you prefer, if you've got a Premier League system or Football League system where you've got Premier League, Championship, League 1, 2 and whatnot, would you be happy being a team that is always mid-table of the Premier League, doesn't really win anything, wins and loses, it's very much a mix? Or would you prefer to be a team that goes down, so gets relegated from the Premiership, but then the next season gets promoted and wins the Championship, and then loses, and then goes up and down and up and down, so what we'd call a yo-yo team? I almost think it'd be better to be a yo-yo team because you get the emotion. Sport is about emotion, and I would actually think. So I was a Southampton season ticket holder going when we got relegated down from the Premiership to the Championship, League 1, and then I was a season ticket holder when we went up, and the joys of getting promoted and winning that league. It's so amazing. It is so much better than what we've had in the last few years of just surviving or just staying mid-table. So I would almost put it that rather than just being a mid-table team, going down and coming back up is so much better for a fan emotionally. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. Did Adelaide just disappoint? Yeah, you're probably right. I think marking hasn't been amazing, has it, Kat? I don't think marking has been great. Hi, Joby. Nice to have you here. I don't know. It's a tricky one. I think it's a tricky one because obviously you don't want your team going down. Obviously to a lower division, you play weaker teams, but it's still. I don't know. It's certainly more of a crowd, the atmosphere and whatnot. Yeah, but you can't always choose a team that wins everything, can you? You can't always have a team that wins every year, can you? So, I don't think that's a valid point, really. God. I think Carlton are missing a star player like Eddie Betts, if I'm honest. Even though he is not looking young. Simon, what are you talking about, buddy? What are you talking about? Hi, Matthew. Hi, buddy. Thanks for joining me. I tell you what, the Crows team does look young. It does look young. Looking at the coaches having their little team talk, they do look young. They're really young. Sue, it's all yours, mate. It's all yours, mate. You can deal with it. I'll just leave you to it, alright? I just find it a little bit weird, if I'm honest. Right, game on, second quarter underway. I'm sure Simon is making this chat a very weird one now.
Another clearance. Cherries joined them and really added something to their clearance team. Hamill blasts it wide after gathering in defence to Murphy and Boyd. Good battle, good race.
Right, let's see what Crows can do. They need to calm down a little bit. We're not seeing very good passing in this game. The passing has been pretty poor. There's not really been any possession. There's not really been a possession game at the moment, is there?
And Kerner, they look like similar types.
Brian DeConing down to Cripps. Not 15, so the umpire calls play on. Mark would not have counted. Brown to Schomburg. Shelley gets there and puts it to grass.
You almost just have to humour him. You have to just humour that Simon lad.
Under pressure, McAdam. Laird. Schomburg. Laird. And it's a little too wide.
Don't suppose you want to feed Coco, do you? Okay. Don't want to do it before I go referee.
I think coming out of the back half, Adelaide just need to find a mark to try and...
Mate, Stick Studios, no one's here for the game, are they? Let's be honest. Everyone's here for the chat, the conversation, and this really strange, stuff that's being typed at the moment. Hi, Aussie Pie. Thanks for joining me, buddy. Nice to have you here. 8 minutes 50 on the clock. Ball coming in now.
Keys and Havely standing with Cripps for this ball in. DeConing crunched. Dawson overran it. Picked up by Dirt. Walsh somehow found an avenue where there wasn't a lot on.
Big ball. That's the 6. Out of nowhere. That was out of nowhere. That really was out of nowhere, that ball. Not close enough marking from players there. What did I say? What did I say, Kat? I don't know what I said. Anyway, there's 18:31 left. Watermelon fam, I don't. I'm Sydney Swans. I just like watching AFL. I will watch everyone. Except I'll probably stop watching Kangaroos because you know it's going to be a one-way traffic. Ah, there you go. 18:50 I meant. 18:31 on the clock. 27-14.
Was quality. 4-3 plays 2-2.
I said there's not really been any momentum. There's not been any possession play at the moment. It's just who can get that ball up quicker to the opposing 50. Curnow. He's going for the kick. He's going for the kick. Stopped bending. That kick, I think from Curnow, it was bending, and it just went straight. Didn't work out in the end. Tracy, I'm sorry. They're a likeable team. I think North Melbourne, they're a likeable team. But that is about all they've got going for them. I'm so sorry. I do not mean to offend anyone.
Ryan gets the Adelaide contest with the Koning. Hoovered up by Durden nicely. Shearer off the back pedal. Mackay got the Adelaide.
There is quite a lot of shirt pulling, actually. Yeah. There is quite a lot of shirt pulling in this game today.
He paid the mark. Now he's dragged down by Cripps. The umpire might have to sort this out eventually. He does with holding the ball. Free kick, Carlton.
Should set himself up for a shot of goal here. Cripps, there's plenty of numbers inside forward 50. I'm not sure he's... One won't get the short. Even the kick to...
This is big. This is gonna have to be a big kick here.
He's got the range in him.
You get a good indication how many players...
Cripps, can he make it? He's got to really put some weight on this. Oh, Cripps has had some cupping done on his shoulders. Cripps, what can he do? Is he going for the goal? I think he is. I think he is. It's high. It's very high. Goal. It's got to be a goal. Huge, huge kick. Absolutely huge.
Well, that was his absolute max. And he had to strike it well, and he did. I mean, he's had a massive start to the game, getting tagged by Haley, obviously, but it was the initial tackle, so the tackle, then to hold it in there, take him to ground without it being too dangerous. Haley just dragged it in. That was when the umpire paid the holding the ball free kick.
I see the roof's on. The roof is on at the Marvel.
Back in, but it was always just had a bit always was holding on to the ball. So, but anyway, he took him on. Cripps, great goal. 55, big launch.
Don't reckon good story with the truth there.
That's it.
Great goal.
Seriously.
Patrick Cripps, but
I saw nothing.
few pro fans at home probably, including Matthew Nix, who's watching this at home, no doubt. From the ball up, knocked down towards Walsh. Schomburg right with him. Kennedy caught by Berry.
Adelaide just need to start winning the stoppages to get the ball in their half.
I don't know what Adelaide have got to do at the moment. I really don't know what they've got to do to sort this out.
Walsh again tried to thread the eye of the needle with his handball, and now Berry's over it. Caught. Laird having a rest, as you saw.
They've got to do something. They're just not finding any momentum. As I said, I don't think either team's found momentum, but they need to start making those short passes. Just open play up. He must have, because that was a very, very good kick he did just then.
You're only 4 minutes into the quarter, and they need to...
But even then, look, there's nothing about Cripps that stands out as a character. He's not a loudmouth. He doesn't visually stand out. He's not a real character. It doesn't seem. So I stand by my point of that Carlton a bit of a boring team. That was a really good mark by Walker. No real pressure. Ball in. Nice. There we go. We're fighting back. Crows are fighting back.
I mean, it just needed enough weight on it so McAdam could get far enough.
We got a chance at goal here for the Crows.
Then it had to get there quick enough so the Carlton defender couldn't come in and spoil.
Here we go.
Too sure Wiedering heard the
Andrew says that the Crows need to step up. Well, here we go. Here is the fight back. 34-14, 15 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock. Bang, and in you go. In you go. 34 34-20. Here we go. Game on. God, that was a ginger beard in the crowd. That was a serious ginger beard in the crowd. Nice little counter attack. Nice little counter attack from the Crows here. Not enough pressure put on by the Blues. There's no pressure to at least go to the ball. Jesus Christ. It's game on. It's still chance of game on here. I don't think Carlton have what it takes just to push ahead too far. I may be wrong, but I've just not seen anything in this game. See, they just shoved him. They're so inconsistent with the push calls. Whoa! Did he make it? He did, didn't he? Whoa, that was a nice one. Dropped the initial mark, but caught it as he landed on the floor. This has got to be 40. 40 points coming. Oh, it bounced off his knee back up into his hand. The pushing, honestly, the push calls are so... The push calls are so... unpredictable in what the umpires are going to give. Well, they're 20 points behind, but look, there's never... See, just shoved him, but maybe advantage given. Remember how long the game is, that's all I would say. Remember how long the game is for point difference. Sticks, surely you're not getting funny on terminology difference between a floor and a ground. Surely not. I've had people get picky with things I've said, but that might be a low. That might be a low, Sticks. Ball held up. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much. We've got 40 in here at the moment. Make sure you like the stream. Subscribe if you haven't already. Oh, it's still a pitch. Come on, it is still a pitch. That is still a pitch. Whether you like it or not, that is a pitch because it is the space that the sport is being played on is still a pitch. Carlton with the ball, playing it up now. They've got too much space now. Punched out by the Crows. Surely, honestly, you lot, considering you guys call football soccer, all right, and you are the ones that want to get picky about what the ground is and what the pitch is. Honestly, a field is somewhere where cows graze. And I'm going to say things just to wind you up now. I'm going to, just because it'll annoy you. Well, on a plus side for the Crows, they are sort of keeping... Scrap that, I was about to say they are keeping the Blues in their own the Blues in their own half, and then they've just done a big kick and got the ball into the Crows 50. Blues have got it in the pocket. It's going. Whoa. I thought that was going for a goal, but it was marked just on the line. It's at a slight angle, so he does have to try and squeeze it through with 12 minutes and 25 seconds left. It's a tight angle. Very tight angle. Oh, off the post! Off the post, 1 point, 41-20. Guy played it. Needed to swing that around with his foot, inside of his foot, really.
40% win record with Brisbane. Blues win this, they'll be outright fourth on the ladder.
He just had to open himself up, didn't he, and use his right foot?
Yeah.
He didn't even need to banana kick, unless he was left-footed. But even then, he should be confident enough on his left from that range, surely. From his right foot, surely.
His step pass, not from the grasp of Owies.
It's like they're flexing their muscles now, aren't they? So they're dominant around the stoppages, which is clearly giving them inside 50s.
Commentators saying how Carlton are flexing their muscles, but actually, I don't think either team has had any real dominance. Granted, Blues have been better, but neither team is showing any sort of dominance or any sort of momentum. I know Carlton are winning by 21, but it's not. I don't think that is showing. I don't think that's showing in the performance. I think it is quite scrappy. I don't think. Oh! That looked a banana. That one. 6 points. There's the goal.
Well, we had a great view of that, didn't we? Right behind the stoppage. And it was like they all made way for him.
Just play opened up. What's going on?
Obviously, great contest, but stayed on his feet, great gather.
Boom. Outside the foot. Swing it round.
They call that a check side boomerang. Eddie, you're probably best to go with these types of goals.
Very good. Very good. 47-20. This is becoming one-way traffic. It certainly is becoming one-way traffic here.
Roll into a bit of the Chanana category. That's I like it. Yeah. Eddie Dixon has penned.
Eddie Betts 183 goals at the MCG, 174 goals at Adelaide Oval, 139 of them here at Marvel. As part of his 640 goal haul, great to have him downstairs for us today. And the Blues are hot right now. Carroll, another clearance.
Crows have got to find something. They just can't. I said neither team's really keeping possession, but certainly Blues are keeping better possession than Crows.
Hunted down, taken out by Keys.
Yeah, Adelaide need to be careful. This could get really ugly. I mean, they're just so dominant around clearances. But it's the way they're getting them. They're getting the clearances, but also being able to chain out and take the ball forward.
Scott Burns coaching the Crows today with Matthew Nicks out due to the health.
Big ball into the Crows 50. Can they make the mark? Oh, it's punched. Who's going to get the scraps?
Didn't collect it, knocked it to
It's in the pocket.
the pocket. Owies.
Oh, almost made the mark.
Then fed out a handball.
Crows have got to clear the ball out.
Doherty should pound.
But straight to the Blues. Oh, straight to the Blues.
Holding back the tide with a broom right now. The Crows. O'Brien's got it. They've set up the wall. The Crows have parked the bus.
Every Crows player is behind the ball.
Pocket.
And they're giving it away.
Get in each other's way. Kerno
There's a shirt pull.
got a toe on it. Berry.
Crows get the ball, but the problem is there's no one up the field now.
To go to.
Everyone got back, so they've got some serious work to get forward.
Almost as good. That's a free. McCann had an arm chopped.
He's had his arm chopped.
I don't think Newman understood the support he
I
actually
think Adelaide get away with that there. They end up with every man behind the ball, but the problem was they then go and attack and they've got no one in front of the ball.
Laird hits out wide. He's got Berry.
Okay, here's a good opportunity here. Here's a good opportunity here to get some points back. It's just inside the 50, on the wing of the 50 here. And he don't want to take it. They're playing on. Oh, nice. That was a good choice in the end. That was a good choice to play the ball off. 9 minutes 51, 6 points. There's the goal for Adelaide. 47-26, 21 points behind. There we go. They're still in the game. They're certainly still in the game. They can score. 4 goals and 2 behinds for the Crows. So that's some fairly accurate kicking. Some from distance there as well. From some serious distance.
defend and make the plays inside accountable, but he's the only man you've got to cover in that situation.
Seriously, the singing from the crowd there, it sounds absolutely atrocious.
A huge 10 minutes coming up here to half-time.
All right, see you soon, Kat. Thanks for joining me.
Against O'Brien. Wins it, but down to Laird. He's palmed it straight to the extraction Crow, who heads towards Walker, can't mark it. Well played by Carroll. Had some poise there. Waited for a target.
Crows have got the ball back.
Little handoff was
9 minutes 30 left on the clock. They're playing it into the Crows, into the Blues 50. Nice passing. See, this is what they should be doing. Playing it cross and behind. Ah, that's a shame. That is a shame. That is a shame.
Rochelle must have had 50 shots at that end pre-game. He was out there for an hour.
I tell you what, those birds out there. I need to send the cats out.
With that one,
That's a right racket those birds are making.
was deemed legal. Laird ran to a brick wall in Kennedy and ran into Silvani's knee as well. And
Crows have just found a little bit, haven't they? They've found a little bit of energy. 20 points behind, which is nothing. It's nothing in the grand scheme of things, is it?
That's the thing. The umpire should have given the first one, not wait. That's what the whole adjudication was brought in for. So if you're arguing, it's free kick again straight away.
Yeah, he was arguing with the umpire just about being tripped, so the umpire just called it against him.
Blues with the ball at the halfway. Big ball. That is a very big ball into the 50. Couldn't be marked, but in the pocket. In the pocket. Oh, no. Just straight across the goal mouth.
Dribble kick in him, I thought that was the perfect opportunity.
Nah, he hasn't got anyone, I think, Jono. He's more of a stat shot man.
unfortunately for Carlton, Eddie's assistant coach at Geelong, not at the Blues. Could have brought that to the table. Cook takes off from half-back for the Crows. There's a bounce. Dances inside.
Honestly, I need to send one of the cats out because they're making... I don't think you'll be able to hear it on the stream. But there is a bird out there just sitting on a pole. Just chirping away and it's making a racket.
Take him to it. He wanted it.
Ben Keys is desperate for a free kick.
Let's hope he learned his lesson.
Still talking. And yeah, that was never going to be paid on the ball. Susan went out of play. Oh, is he?
Cook with the back out of it. And
Just outside the cut of the Adelaide 50. Ball's going up for holding. It didn't go up very far. I can tell you that. That wasn't the best of umpire throws.
behind. Dawson tried to kick it off the deck. And I think he's got Williams in the shoe. With that
This is scrappy again.
Frampton.
Can we make the mark? Yes, here we go. Here we go.
I think he kicked his shin.
Tex with the ball. He's got to score this one. He's got to score this one.
In the meantime, Walker will line up a goal.
7 minutes 25 on the clock. Walker with the ball.
Yeah, just kicked the lower part of his ankle. Yeah.
Well, he's coming back from an Achilles. Achilles kept him out last week, so he may have kicked that injured Achilles that kept him out last week.
All right, Tex with the ball. Can he get another 6 points? Bang. Straight down the middle. Slight angle on it. But there is another 6 points. They bring it back. They bring it back within 14, if my maths is right. I hope my maths is right. 14. 7 minutes on the clock. They brought it a little bit closer. Carlton are not running away with it. I didn't think they would run away with it, really.
What are the chances you get hit by a golf cart on a footy field? Seriously. Things can happen, mate.
Oh, you're right.
It's always the way, though. If you have a quality or you have something, it always gets hit on your return.
Right, astronaut, have you scared away those birds?
It's okay, so he's walking.
Yeah, he's done his job and now he's going upstairs.
I think he can run it out.
Good news there for the Blues. The bad news for the Blues, the Crows have picked the last.
Bad news is the Crows back in the game. 14 points behind.
And he gets the secondary push in the back to Haitley. takes off.
The Crows are certainly ending this second quarter better. Definitely ending it stronger here.
Carroll dragged down. Held up. He was unlucky last week, Jack Carroll, not to get the NAB Rising Star nomination after a game that some thought was better than Jason Horne-Francis' game. He's looked pretty good in his first game and a half. Cripps dumped. Jones squeezed it through that.
It's inside. Adelaide have got the ball in the 50.
Opportunity. Got rid of it.
Blues snatch it back. That's holding. That's holding. He's not releasing it. It's clearly holding the ball. Surely there's no complaints there. He did not release the ball. Ball up from the umpire.
Some get paid for making the 10.
Tex has it. It's springing out. It's springing out. Blues have got it. Going to make a clearance. Just making distance. And ball out of play. Whoa! We almost need the girl in the head. Or the woman in the head. He is a big boy.
Just there, as soon as you got one arm free, I mean,
He had a
players,
chance to actually handball as well.
two arms free, yeah, that's just a missed opportunity.
But still, Matthew Nix, if you're home watching on the telly, hopefully you haven't put your shoes to it.
They've been able to turn the tables here, the Adelaide Crows, in the last 5 minutes.
I think Carlton have struggled. They've struggled in this last 5 minutes, haven't they? Big ball into the 50. Oh, they both marked it at the same time, didn't they? Looked like they both marked it at the same time. But it goes to the Blues, playing it out, big ball out. They're on the counter-attack, they're playing on. Blues are playing on. Who is in a space for him? Who is in the space? There's a mark just outside of the 50. And they're playing on again. Right the way across. Right the way across. Oh, punched. He couldn't kick it. He should have dived at that and kicked it. 1 point. 1 point for the Blues.
And how hard he worked back to support the defence and get that ball over the line. And it's work rate like that that has enabled Adelaide just to start to grind back into this game.
5 minutes 15 on the clock. Adelaide's play the ball out. Poorly play that ball out. Himmelberg did not get possession of the ball.
O'Brien jumps into the contest.
Goes back into the Crows 50, but marked. Safe and sound. You say that, Jake. I have seen plenty of AFL players dive on the floor, mate. Whether you like it or not, I've seen it.
Hamill. Big kick. Got it long enough. Frampton, not the required journey.
4 minutes and 30 on the clock.
Body positioning was good. Didn't realise that Newman was about to pounce on it though. Back to Fisher.
I think, look, it's easy being an armchair supporter. I would be brilliant at this game if I was just an armchair supporter, I think. I could do it, piece of cake. They do. Players still dive and cheat, whether you like it or not. It's just they're not really punished for it.
Last 10 minutes, Adelaide getting on top.
Because sport is sport, and sport is about winning.
Ball and clearance has been
And therefore, players do things that they shouldn't do to win.
Stripped by Laird. 30 shot.
They certainly do it less than in football, but
Fire hand off. Himmelberg. The work. Keys.
they're playing on. Big ball into the 50, into the Blues 50. Carlton, oh no, no. They got it back. No, they have not got it back. What are you moaning for?
Deliberate or insufficient intent.
It was a perfect right call too from the up.
Very tight angle. He's surely not going to score here.
Great view right behind him.
Not quite. Not enough of a bend on that ball. 48-34. 14 points behind.
Will do it.
See Jordan Dawson, probably the first one over there being a left footer, tried to take it. McAdam should have just ran away.
Players don't tend to do that though, do they, Geordie? Just run away. Himmelberg and De Koning come at this. That's some momentum back, the Crows. the last 2 goals of the game. Sits it up. You know McKenna wants to leap.
Oh, not quite from Tex.
Williams. Walsh.
Carlton have spent a lot of their time in their own 50 at the moment, haven't they?
They're on the wing, out on the wing.
So Boyd, if he can back
There's players on the wing for Carlton. They've just got to find the players in space. They're playing. Nice play from the Blues. Just staying calm to get the ball out their own 50. And they're on the counter-attack. Big ball into the Crows 50. Just on the outside. Just on the outside. I think he's going to go for the kick here. I think he is going for the kick. Curnow. See you later, Aussie Pie. Why have I just gone back in time? In you go. In you go. 54 plays 34. Back to 20. Back to a 20-point lead.
With the kick, but he's just connected really well with that. 3 first half goals.
2 minutes 30 left on the clock of the first half.
You just feel like you're getting momentum back, trying to work yourself back into the game, and then the way transition happened from Carlton defensive 50 to inside 50 was just a little bit too easy.
There's the race for the Coleman. This is the final game of round 8.
I tell you what, it's amazing to think it's only round 8 with the amount of AFL I've watched so far. It's only round 8. We have still got a long, well, for me, a long summer of AFL. For you, a long winter of AFL. But it doesn't feel like it's only week 8. Because I have watched a hell of a lot of games of AFL already this season. Carlton playing the big ball into the Crows 50 and not... What's he given? Carlton's ball. What's he given for? Players seem confused. I don't know. What is he giving it for? Surely he's not giving that for a push. Oh my word. What is he even giving that for?
Keeps it low. That was pretty. 2 in a minute to settle things down for the Blues.
Jake, send me a message on Discord afterwards, mate, if you want to explain that, because that'd be quite cool to know. I really don't understand. What's he giving a free for? Very soft. Very, very soft decision, whatever that was for. I don't even know. If anyone can tell me, please. I feel bad. I feel bad getting annoyed with the umpires. But, you know, myself being a football referee, you know, however, I see some really dodgy decisions. And you think, what have they just given that decision for? I just don't understand it. I think some of this umpiring is poor. You don't get this sort of poor umpiring with Razor whenever he's back. He should be back soon, I think. He had a pinched, I think possibly like a pinched nerve or something. That's why he was out. Claire, I did go for the Crows, but I don't know if it's going to happen. I think my decision may have been a mistaken decision, if I'm honest. I'm going for the Crows. I don't care who wins, to be honest. I don't really care. I think it's better. I've got to think. When I think who I want to win, I think it's got to be on the side of how it affects the Sydney Swans. So I think Crows winning would be better for the Swans for the finals positions.
They're probably happy with this. Carlton just repeat stoppages, get themselves to half time.
45 seconds left of the first half.
Williams against the grain. To Newman. To Young. Down on one knee.
They're just getting a little bit of the possession now, the Carlton Blues.
Chera. One last roll of the dice for the Blues now.
25 seconds, playing it big into the Crows 50, looking for a mark, did not make it, but they've got the ball back for. Oh no, no, just ended up clipping his toes. Almost giving the ball away. 10 seconds. Can they get up the field in 10 seconds? They're playing it up with the feet. I don't think so. I don't think they're going to make it. No, buzzer's gone. Buzzer's gone. Didn't make the mark anyway. Well, that is the half time. Let me turn the sound down.
That'll make them outright fourth on the AFL ladder after 8 rounds.
Yeah, I think we need Adelaide to win in the lines of thinking that the Swans need to stay higher up. Some really dodgy umpire decisions, though. I just don't get some of them. I really do not get some of them. Some of them seem very, very soft. Seem very, very soft. I'm confused. Anyway, I'm just going to take a little 1-2 minute break. Chat amongst yourself. Feel free to ask me any questions. And I will be back in a minute or two. I'm going to stick that up. Back in a sec, guys. I do, while I'm still here, Jake, I'm pretty sure Razor's out due to a pinched nerve or something. I'm pretty sure that's why. I'm back. I am back. Drink in hand. Drink in hand. And a little milk chocolate popcorn bar. As it is early. This is my breakfast. Leopold, I don't think it's that umpires can't keep up with law changes. I don't think that's true, because that is their job. It's their profession. So I don't think that's accurate. But as I said earlier on in the game, it's more the fact that if you've got, say, 3 middle umpires, then they have got to have the same tolerance level and the same leniency level for fouls. So, you know, if you've got the 3, then if you've got with the one umpire down one end, one let's say the Carlton end, and they give fairly soft pushes, but then down the Crows end, that umpire doesn't give pushes softly. It's that contrast you get that doesn't help the game. It's tolerance levels and leniency rather than knowing the laws of the game, because it's their job. They should all know the laws of the game. So that's slightly different, I think, from what you think. Oh my God, I'm cold all of a sudden. I'm going to get my jumper. It's freezing. Hang on, I'm really bloody cold. Hold on. I must have a jumper around here somewhere. Oh my God, it's cold. I don't know why it's not actually cold outside. Yeah, it's not actually cold outside. It's nice and warm outside. Well, warm for our standards. But my office is sort of middle of the house, so we get no real warmth and sun in the middle of the house. So it's, yeah. I don't think you guys know what cold is, to be honest, though, do you? Hi, Mr. Jaffs. Oh, we know what hot is. It was funny. So I was messaging yesterday. I was walking the dogs, had the sun beaming on my back, and I was absolutely baking. I was sweating, and I said I was talking to James, who sent me the original Aussie box that I had. I said, "Oh, I'm absolutely baking." He said, "Oh, what's the temperature over there?" I said, "Oh, it's about 18 degrees, and the sun is beaming on my back." And he was telling me it was roughly 18 degrees there, and he had the heating on. Like, why would you ever have the heating on at about 18 degrees? That's insane. Honestly, 18 degrees is alright. When we come down under in September, I think it will roughly be about 18 degrees there. Absolutely fine. I'll be in shorts and t-shirt. Might even crack a vest out as well. Please excuse my eating, but I'm a bit peckish. Foxtel. Right, first of all, Foxtel are advertising. That's dreadful. Foxtel are advertising their internet and TV package, and they're only offering an average of 50 megabytes per second. That's dreadful. That's really, really rubbish. 50 megabytes per second now is such a slow speed. Consider I get... Hang on, I can tell you what mine is right now. My internet speed at the moment, when it does it... Hang on, stand by. Why is it taking so long? My internet speed at the moment is 519 megabytes per second. At 9 o'clock in the morning. Nice. No. None yet. Maybe I can try visiting during one of your summers, but like 25 degrees... I think 25 degrees is just fine. I would take 25 degrees throughout the year. 25 degrees is like perfect. It's not stupidly hot where you're just sweating and you know, because obviously over here it's quite humid as well when summer's here and it's hot. It's very humid and sticky. So 25 degrees would be perfect. I would take that all day long. Honestly, 15 degrees is all right as well. For early summer... springtime, 15's fine. I have been to hot places, by the way, I would just say. I remember many years ago, probably the hottest place I've been, it's a tough one. Rhodes was hot when we went on our honeymoon. I would say when I went to Pathos in Cyprus, that was hot. I think that got up to about 40, I think. But yeah, no, I don't think... You would climatise though, wouldn't you, I suppose? You would climatise. After a while, you climatise. But my thought is... My worry would be, right... So, it's interesting, because as a dog walker... when the temperatures get like 25 degrees plus, it's all you always see on Facebook, oh, don't take your dogs out, blah, 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 the floor's too hot, you know, the dogs overheat. And then you go on holiday to places like Spain where it is hot. And dogs just randomly roaming along the street and, you know, it's baking and dogs are fine. Isn't that weird? Oh, Timothy, footy cricket boy, you're getting, sorry buddy, you're getting timed out. Time out, kid. Mate, that's, yeah, Nanya. So I went to Spain, went to Malaga for a friend's stag do a few years ago, and it was hot. And you walk on the sand, and the sand, you can't walk on the sand because it's so hot, isn't it? And I'm going to assume that is like that in Australia quite often. So Queensland's CW, dry heat, I think, has got to be better. This is the problem with the UK. The UK is very humid and sweaty. But at least with dry heat, I think dry heat's better. And this is what you find when you go on holiday. When us Brits go on holiday, when we go to Spain or Cyprus or Greece or places like that, the heat is dry. So when you get, you're obviously on this aeroplane, air conditioned, and then it's like hitting a brick wall of dry heat. But that is so much better. That is so much better having that sort of dry heat than the sweat, the dripping sweat humidity. Spain is normally hot most of the year. Exactly. Our homes are normally fairly well insulated, so we don't get much airflow. So the heat gets trapped in. So it's not nice for us. It's not nice. Yeah, it is. It is. Spain average. Let's have a look. Spain average temperature. And then I want Australia. See this. I'm gonna do Melbourne. No, I do Sydney average temperature. Let's have a look at some average temperatures. See, somewhere like Sydney, the average temperature is 23 degrees in their hottest month of January. Okay, and then you look at Barcelona. Let's have a look at Barcelona. So, as I said, Sydney hottest month January, average 23. Okay, apparently. If you look at Barcelona in Spain, their hottest month is August, and the average temperature is 23.5. So, yeah. There we go. There's a little comparison for you. That's interesting. I wouldn't. Well, yeah. No, Spain is what hot. So. Oh, mate, Rachel, 35 degrees is horrible. It is so horrible. You literally just lay there sweating. Most people have said most people don't have aircon in their houses. We bought an aircon unit, a portable one. But the best people have are fans, and when you're trying to sleep in that sweaty mess with a fan blowing mildly cool air at you, it's not pretty. It's not nice. Well, yeah, Spain, the average apparently, but surely that doesn't sound. Maybe that's taking into account the evenings as well. I don't know. We're leaving England, leaving London Heathrow on September the 11th, which is a dodgy day to take a flight, I know. $35 is wrong, mate. I think so. It's including the night. I think that's a fair thing to say. Hang on, right, let's try again. Barcelona. Right, let's do Barcelona temperature August. So, right, highs of 29 usually. Sure, it gets hotter than that. And then we'll do Sydney. January temperature. So here we go. In Sydney, in January, the highs are normally 26 degrees apparently. But Barcelona, 29 degrees in August, which is the summertime. There we go. Have that. Interesting. Yeah. So according to Google, in Barcelona's summertime, it's hotter than Sydney's summertime. There we go. Interesting. All right, game is almost on. Let's get the sound up.
The ground now for the Blues has been activated, and Jack Martin is out of the game with a sore calf. So no risk taken.
A sore calf.
Comes in, he provides
Wow.
a run across half forward and also up on the wing.
What you need to do, rather than Sydney's January temperatures, let's look at Darwin. Should we look at 32? Darwin's average high is 32. They do have quite a bit of rain though.
Adelaide sub James Rowe yet to be activated. Biggest margin of the game.
Oh no, I think now Timothy, you got even more, mate. Hide user on the channel. Bye, Timothy. Game on. Second half about to start. Welcome if you've just joined me after our random chat about weather. That's what you do if you're English, especially. Make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button. The game is underway. You want Adelaide? I'll quickly look at Adelaide as the game started.
So he's just now got to his feet and walked out of the centre square.
29. Adelaide is hotter than Sydney. 29. These naughty kids that come into these streams, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Alright, 19:30 on the clock. 60 plays 34. 26 points in it. Crows play on. Big ball into the 50. Punched away. Crows have got to find something here. They pulled it back to 14 behind, but now 20,
Take the ball at the highest point.
now 26. They've just let it slip again, haven't they?
Best frequent flyers, and he hasn't really had that chance, as you mentioned. Going to have the Bulldogs game record holder Brad Johnson with us, along with the four-time premiership star Jordan Lewis this afternoon with Eddie Betts downstairs. Dawson
Big ball into the 50.
heads long.
Oh, Himmelberg can't keep to grips with it.
In there for McAdam, fighting hard for it. Start fighting just as hard.
Cat's back.
Flicked in the air. Walker does the ruck.
I don't know. Crows have got to find something. They've started off the brighter possession-wise.
Mark will be paid,
I don't know what the hell that kick was.
and Williams takes it.
At the moment, Crows aren't coming back into this.
Pressure there, and they stood up well.
And 50.
I think Carlton have done well to just soak up any pressure that they have had, and Carlton just seem to stay a lot calmer. They're not worried about the little bit of pressure. They're soaking it up and just staying quite calm. And you can see from their clearance outlook, they've just made it all the way up the field with just some really, really nice passing. Oh, that's a bad catch. Did not catch that.
That was going to be an easy catch.
Stick Studio, basically because I am watching the game via a stream, so I'm obviously not watching it on live TV. What? I'm not watching it on TV, am I? So I've got the delay from the stream, and then I am streaming to YouTube. So there's a little bit of a double delay. So what you can quite often do, so if you're on, so Sticks, you're obviously watching on Discord, so you'll get less of a delay, because you'll be watching the actual game live with me, so you'll just get the game to YouTube's delay. But yeah, it's just having two streams basically, because streams are never quicker than the actual game. It seems they're live TV. Andrew's back. Hi, Andrew.
I'm not surprised that he's a fighter. He was one of 10 kids growing up, so fight for everything you get.
Leopold, I hope you're not telling me I've got poor people internet with my 519 megabytes per second.
And has O'Brien's kick. It's travelled.
Oh, Stinky Pinky. That'd be incredible. What I would say, because I'm desperate to find, and I still haven't got around to emailing AFL or Sydney Swans, because I was planning on emailing them to see if they can help with anything. But if you know someone, that would be incredible. Hang on. That's my email. That's my email. Stinky Pinky. Yeah, 50 megs. Terrible, Troy. You need to up that, buddy. I don't know how you cope. I don't know how you cope. In the what I've got is complete overkill. Having more than 500 is overkill. Oh, this isn't a free-to-air one. That's why I've probably got more people in there and people watching on the Discord. Ball in. Cross, right across the face. 1 point, 62 plays 34. Well, Kat, I think you did see. I think you saw my video ages ago now on the the Australian poor internet and not able to watch anything without it buffering. Of course, Stinky Pinky. Of course, that's absolutely fine, buddy. Of course I can do that. That's incredible. Thank you, mate. So it's funny because I've got talking about internet and whatnot. So there's a really awesome guy called John who gives me access to his Plex server, so I can. This is how I can watch. Like I'm watching Housos at the moment, and I can watch all the other Aussie shows because he's got loads on there. But it's funny because occasionally he had a problem where the streams it was buffering for me, the streams, and he ended up having to connect his Plex server via Ethernet cable in the end. And he said, "Oh, you know, I'm just wondering if it's my problem with my internet." I said, "Oh, hit the post." I said to him, "No, it shouldn't be a problem of mine. Wirelessly, I'm getting about 300 megabytes." And he said, he's getting about 30. So that was quite funny.
It's the one you've just got to give. Because if you look forward now...
Crows have got to find something. They are now 29 points behind, and then they've not really showed any intent here, have they? They've not showed any real intent at the moment. But I like the way how, as I said, I like the way how Carlton have just stayed... Oh, dodgy bounce. Tex is chasing, but he's not really doing a lot, is he, there? I like how Carlton have stayed very calm. They've not felt any real pressure, but anything they have felt, they've just soaked it up. They've stayed calm. They've played the ball out cleanly. Some really nice passes this in this second half so far. Look at this. See, staying calm. Very good. Actually, very good from Carlton. Very good. I think that's what's winning them the game. Hi, Finney. I think that's how I'd pronounce it. Carlton with the ball then. Outside of the 50, playing it down into the pocket. Easy. He's no one's even marking him. No one is close to him, and he just Kennedy gets a free, just a free mark there because no one bothered even marking him. Yeah, thanks, Kat. Honestly, I still think they're boring, but you're right. You're right. I know you're joking about what I said earlier, but I do think there's a goal for Carlton. I think they are, though, aren't they? They are using their boringness to their advantage. There's no excitement. They're not overcommitting. They're just keeping things simple, and it is boring, but it's working. Yeah. What team? Finney, I'm Sydney Swans, but today I was going for Adelaide, but they're not going to win this. They got no chance of winning this at the moment.
Great reaction, isn't it? He knew before the crowd that he'd flush that one.
Yeah, midfield goal as well. Cripps has got 2, he's got 1.
Over to you, Adelaide. What have you got left?
One-way traffic, isn't it?
Put off the park by the Giants last week. At home to the tune of 59 points. De Koning gets the clearance. Scholl, little paddle. Silvani wraps him up. The Blues fans loving it at the moment.
And boys, Matt Kennedy was on the fringe the last 2 years, and it's great to see the way that he turned his career around, and now he's a real important player for them in that midfield.
He's having an outstanding year. Here he is on cue.
Ball into the Crows' fifth. Oh, straight over the head.
Frampton, boundary line. You knew he wanted it.
Has it gone out of play?
He's the perfect example of a player that was struggling a little bit, but new coach comes in, new lot of energy, different voice in the way that he and the way that he can play
Cat.
football, and away he's gone.
I'm going to probably not watch any Crows, any North games at the moment, because I know it is just going to be the same result. The only time I'll probably, maybe, if the time's right, watch a North game is if Sydney Swans are playing them, because it's almost guaranteed. Oh, someone's having a little breastfeed there on camera. Jesus. You don't often see that on camera, do you? Someone's got their boobs out feeding the baby on camera. Fair play.
Adelaide mums are all knocked down to Carroll.
Kids have got to feed, right?
Keys, Carroll, Fisher. Bends it. Bends it beautifully.
This is game over, isn't it? I know there's still ages left. There's still, well, 33 minutes, but this is over. Crows have done nothing in this game. They've done absolutely nothing.
Now Fisher to be able to execute effectively. And this is the prime example.
Oh, yeah, then I agree. Then I agree. You do not want to be watching a North game because, oh my God, that'd be boring. No one likes a game where one team gets completely obliterated. Even the winning team, I think, would get bored.
Goes to that stoppage. They're active, they're moving. First and foremost, they want to create pressure, so Adelaide can't then transition the ball out. But being active from a defensive
75-34. This is certainly going to go over 100 for Carlton.
and then you need a little bit of talent to finish a goal like that.
And there's the score sources that 4-6-30, and that's from quarter time for the Blues.
O'Brien. I should win the clearance with O'Brien against Silvani, but it doesn't always work that way. Murphy. Corey.
I don't know, Goanna. I don't know if...
That stoppage game going until
I think that would be a game of who's the worst. North Melbourne versus West Coast.
stoppages and really from there being able to chain out and become quite dominant.
They're not. Sticks, they're not. They can't screw this up. With this lead, with how poorly Crows are playing. But this is my point from earlier on when the game started. You don't know what team the Crows are going to play. Not player-wise, I mean performance-wise. Sometimes they'll have an absolute great game, and then sometimes they'll absolutely fall apart. And here should be another 6 points. No, scrap that. You just don't know what the team are going to do. They're that sort of team that's so unpredictable.
The next one's coming in to apply pressure. They've done well tonight. Is that hedge and draw? So Walsh on that occasion draws the defender in, then releases the handball.
Butts.
They won't. They won't. I can't believe it. I just will not believe that Adelaide are going to win this.
Yeah, he doesn't look in good shape, Ed.
They've been so rubbish.
I mentioned also had a big tackle against Port Adelaide, but in the end saw this guy, Jordan Dawson, kick the match winner after the siren. Kick to the pocket. They need a hero in a hurry, and McAdam could be it. Jimmy Rowe will be the sub for Adelaide if he is needed. McAdam.
Even then, he's completely shanked it and gone. He didn't even make the goal. Oh no, he did just about. Got behind. That's not good, is it? That's not good. That wasn't even that difficult. Even I could score that.
Murphy doesn't lock his giving it up just yet. Doherty, straight down the spine. And he's got Fisher on the get and go, but sits for him. He knocks it on.
Plays it on.
Cottrell, he feeds it to Mackay.
Oh, it's bounced over the heads.
Coast to coast. Mackay looks up.
In the pocket. In front of the goal line. Back in the pocket. Oh, rubbish. He's still got it. He's still got it. He's still got it. Oh, did not go through. 1 point for Carlton. 76-35.
It feels like we're seeing it more and more now when the
41 points clear now.
We've seen it 2 or 3 times tonight. It was nearly pinpoint to Fisher.
Friday the 5th. Sadly, the problem is during the week I work. I do work.
O'Brien the target. He's got the reach. Doherty competes. Cottrell has given them something as the sub. Pass. Free kick from the full. Crowd getting a touch of the Sharon. Can't beat a touch of the Sharon, Geordie. And Cono.
Likes to love that.
I used to bring a bag to these games, Dwayne. The event that I found one.
What nonsense are these commentators saying? Honestly, what are they going on about?
Wing. Dawson gets up. Can't mark it.
Uh,
Is that back to Doherty?
shanked it. Have you not... Stinky Pinky, have you never heard of the word shanked it? Shanked it, basically, when he goes for a kick and it just goes whoop, right out to the side and messes it up.
To the boundary wins out.
What do I do? Jake, during the mornings, I'm a dog walker. I feed cats. I board dogs. And in the afternoons, I am a football coach. So I coach. I've got my own coaching business, so I coach 3 to 11-year-olds football. My football, not your football.
Play. Is it still alive? Picky's
Or our football, should I say.
Head looks up. Heads out wide to Hamill. To Berry.
Shank is a great word. Yeah, shank is a great word. And I seem to use it more often than, like, more than ever whilst watching AFL.
Kennedy comes up with it.
I don't think I used to say shank very often, and now I watch AFL and I see these frees, and they just completely shank it all the time.
Hurt as he want. He floats it wide. He's got O'Brien. He's got
Hi, Aussie Eats. Yeah, Crows aren't winning this now, are they?
to Fisher.
They are not winning this now. Big ball.
Advantage. Goal.
That was a good goal. That was a brilliant goal. That was an absolutely brilliant goal from that angle. Decent distance, out wide, on his left foot. Crows are done. 82-35.
But this is the no mark to Rochelle. Yeah, you see that
I would say...
occasions, but
So, Jake, on your point,
just to bide his time
the walking sounds good being a dog walker. It is, and you said about you're lazy. Actually, I can be quite lazy, but having to get up and go out and walk, it stops you being lazy. It gives you a reason. It gives you a reason to get up.
wide and slow. So when Carlton get the opportunity, they are just going full speed.
Mate, skull and crossbones, that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine, buddy. You know, muting me, that's fine. I talk nonsense anyway. If you want to concentrate on the game. But it's incredible. I thank you so much for even just having me on in the background. That's so kind of you. Thank you. Leopold, it is not peaceful. I promise you it's not peaceful. My life is so stressful. Having businesses, it's so stressful. Making sure you're earning enough money and got enough customers and enough clients and kids to coach, it's bloody stressful. Plus I work more or less 7 days a week.
Ball falls to Brown. He's caught. Dropped it.
Unlucky, but once again,
82-35, 9 minutes left on the clock of the third quarter.
he's been great.
Berry.
They've showed no real attacking prowess, have they, Adelaide?
10, 32 to 22, and that's just opened up the uncontested possession and the contested possession as well to gap in the game. 12-3 for this quarter.
She is. If you haven't already, guys, I was as this game has died a little bit. My vlog this week, really happy with it. So I did some amazing drone footage. The music that I got for the vlog, So if you haven't already, I am going to link it just for the sake of it. Really, really pleased with our vlog this week. So if you get the chance to watch it, that would be so kind of you. That would be awesome if you get the chance to watch the vlog. So yeah, I'm going to link it for you. You can put this on afterwards. There you go. Give that a watch. Easy mark for Carlton there. Alright, not everyone mute me. Jesus, don't everyone mute me. Is nice. Oh no, he's about to play on and thought, no, I'm going to stop this. 7 minutes 35 into the pockets. Number 1 in the pocket. See what he can do. Silvani now. He's going wide with the bend. In you go. There's another one. Yeah, the game is dead. The game is dead, isn't it? It's dreadful. As I said, Crows have just not shown anything. There's been a couple of moments where, for example, Texas, well, tried. And then after that, the team has given up, haven't they? They've given up. So it looks like you're fairly busy then if you're having to go to an 8-year-old's birthday party. That sounds fun. That was it, Cat. It really was a good kick. Sticks, you cannot be saying this game is not over yet. This game is dead and buried. This game is dead and buried. I promise you this. You know, it's not even about the fat lady singing anymore. The Crows are done. Oh, Silvani again. That was a back-to-back goal from Silvani. Wow, 94-35. Are we get? Hang on, Sticks. Bloody motorbikes. Sticks, I'm waiting for you to say the game is done. That is what I'm waiting for. The GGs, the game overs are coming in now, thick and fast. I'm just waiting for Sticks to say that the game's done. Oh, very good outside of his boot as well from Silvani. What a lovely kick. Sticks still not saying. No, come on, Sticks. Give it up. Just give it up. The game is done. 94-35.
7 goals in a row for the Blues.
Unbelievable. Let's just say to win this, Adelaide need, what, 11 goals to win this? 11 goals unresponded to win this. Stinky Pinky, when you email me, or if you email me after the game, because that sounds like an interesting story, probably a sad story. Stinky Pinky, yeah, when you email me in a bit, send me a link if there's a video or something that I can look into that story, because that sounds pretty dreadful, to be honest. Really sad one. I think every team would like to have a 10 goal. Are we going to say it yet? It's now 135. Crows now need 12 goals. It's done. It's done. The fat lady has sung.
get you, then Sard's next in line. If Sard runs through, you've got Williams.
The game is done, isn't it? It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. God, my hair. Sticks, for Christ's sake, you haven't even been watching. You just say it's done. That's all I'm waiting for.
Joey's versus College. In the goal square there. Today versus Curnow.
Has been the better school. Joey's have had some good ones. Sam Walsh,
Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Sticks.
Jimmy Bartell, Barry Stoneham. A few off the top of my head. College has had some good ones too, by the way. Chera, long to Charlie. Speaking of
They're just so dominant. So dominant, really. And it's not, as I said, I don't think Carlton have played that well. That's the thing. I really don't think they've played anything special. I still think they've been distinctively average. However, Crows have been so bad. They've been so bad, haven't they?
pulls it to the near side.
No, I can't believe how bad they've been. Players like Himmelberg, who have had no... I'm not even sure if he's made any marks at all. Whereas in previous weeks, he's been dominant. You know, he's controlled the attacking area. And today, I don't think he's made a single mark. That's how bad players like Himmelberg have been. Tex, he had a few moments. It's about a minute's worth of showing any sort of ability. And the rest of the time, he's gone vacant.
Challenge Carlton defensively.
Walker stalks this front spot. Ball scoots to the back. Carroll.
But as I said, I do think my point about Carlton being boring actually has worked for them. It has worked for them because they've stayed calm. We saw what happened in the early stages of the game where Crows just got themselves worked up. But Carlton just stayed calm and I think that's what won them the game in the first half. Just that mental calmness.
Curnow got there late. Good contest. Hits the deck. That looked a little high. Laird. Tough for Big Harry to get down there. Low enough to tackle him legally. With Frampton. Through a few sets
No,
Boyd on the boundary.
my clock counts down. I've got it on Fox 5:04. So I should be seeing the same clock as you guys. So I'm counting down. So 3 minutes and 40 left.
This is his forte. The finishing.
Poor finishing. 1 point.
O'Brien in the pocket. Williams.
Oh man, Sticks.
Doherty.
Boring gets the job done most of the time. Just ask my ex. Oh God. You should see my sister's husband as well.
Cottrell out wide.
Boring.
He's the sub last week, sub this week.
Gee, they work hard, Dwayne.
101 plays 36 with 3 minutes and 5 of the third quarter. See, this is a game at stage now you just want to end. You almost don't want the fourth quarter because it is, yeah, it's very hard. That should be a Crows ball, that should.
And he wins a free.
I'm not sure how.
Pushed himself.
I'm really not sure how. It looked it looked like it looked like the Carlton player just shoved his hand straight in the guy's face.
Bends it around for 9.
Oh, off the post. Off the post. So, do I research every country you visit as much as Australia? No. Bearing in mind, the only reason I'm coming to Australia is because of all the videos I've done and the learning and whatnot I've done. Let's be honest, I wouldn't be coming. I don't think I'd be coming to Australia if I hadn't been exploring and learning about Australia in the first place. I don't think.
Started the season well.
So yeah.
Big fly, good night.
I think we can guarantee that Carlton will do more than triple the score. Do more than triple the score for sure.
Newman down the spine. Kennedy.
102 plays 36. 1 minute 40 left on the clock. Big ball in. Oh, marked by Crows. I just got to look at, see, I've got to look at this table at the moment. It's what helps Swans. That is the thing, isn't it? It's for me, or for me anyway, it's what scores help the Swans. Let's have a gander.
Tested possession levels been high. Outplayed by the Blues this afternoon so far in this. That one's spanked to the boundary.
To be fair, Jake, I do have some Vegemite left because I'm not touching it ever again. I do have some left in the cupboard. Oh, Sue, I don't know. I don't know. It is bad actually because Charlie told me the other week she's occasionally looks at jobs down under. I'm thinking, oh God, she's getting sucked in by the Aussies, isn't she? She's getting sucked in. But she has realised she could get paid a lot more down in Australia than she does now. And she's not on bad money now, to be fair. Yeah. Yeah, literally, Kat. I mean, everything bar a little... everything in the jar left, bar that tiny little scoop. The scoop from my knife from that video ages ago. I just can't believe how bad the Crows are doing, honestly. It would have been better if Carlton lost, though. I can tell you that for nothing. Just for Sydney's sake. I would like to say, Jake, most of you down under are Poms, let's be honest. You're all English, let's be honest. Don't kid yourselves. This is your motherland. Oh! It opens up for Himmelberg and he doesn't know what to do with it. The siren. he just had to swing his foot out and the siren does him. The Crows coach does not look happy at all. It does not look happy. You're all Poms, mate. You're all Poms anyway. You just lost your accent. Alright, let's turn this sound down and then I can start taking the mick. Let's start taking the mick out of the Aussies. See what we can do. Hang on. How many? I've just made this joke up. How many Aussies does it take to change a light bulb? None, because they never get round to doing it. So you just have to live in the dark because they're too lazy. See, joke for you. That wasn't very good actually. I do apologise. Yeah, it would have definitely been better for Swans if Carlton lost. Sadly, that is gone. That is gone. You're all Poms, let's face it. Thanks, Sue. Well, it was a terrible joke, but it's more or less right, though, isn't it? It's right. That was off the top of my head. I'm not a comedian. Alright, not all of you are Poms. Not all of you are English, right? It's just generalising. Just generalising. Andrew, whereabouts from, when you're from the UK, whereabouts from the UK were you from? Something interesting actually. So I've been chatting quite a lot to a couple who live in, where do they live? Begin with H. Oh, what's it called? Yeah, I'm trying to think what. Anyway, there's a couple that I speak to quite a lot from Australia, and their friends are from England, from literally near me, literally, well, very close to me, and they're coming down. I'm meeting them on Saturday, going for some dinner, And that's quite cool. That's quite cool. So yeah, it's funny how it's such a small world. So I said, these Aussies that we've been chatting to, their friends come back over to see family. They're here for like 7 weeks or something. But they're from so close. So we're going for dinner this weekend, so I might get some stories about Australia and learn a little bit more that way. So that's quite cool. It's, as I said, it is amazing how small the world seems sometimes. Oh no, Andrew, you're from Portsmouth. You're from Portsmouth. What is the best view of Portsmouth? It is the view in your rear view mirror leaving Portsmouth. I'm sorry, Andrew. At least you got out, mate. At least you got out. So fair play to you. Fair play to you. You don't want to be living in Portsmouth. Horrible place. Horrible place. But that's as a Southampton fan, so... Troy, our weather is not crap. It's lovely and sunny. There's not a cloud in the sky. Not a cloud in the sky today. Well, I don't know, Stinky Pinky. The problem is I'm not an umpire. I'm a referee. I don't know what the difference between an umpire and a referee is. Yeah, I don't know what the difference... I'm going to Google that in a second. Who's going to get the final spot? Who's going to win the playoffs? That's your question, right? Leopold. Let me have a look. So, obviously, Fulham and Bournemouth have got automatic promotion now, and it's down to the playoffs. I think it's a tough one. It is a tough one. I'm going to say Forest. I think Nottingham Forest have got the chance to get back up here into the Premier League. That's my choice. No, it's lovely and sunny. It's lovely and sunny. It's gorgeous outside. Yeah, what is the difference between an umpire? Hang on. Difference between a referee and an umpire. Right. Difference between a referee and an umpire. An umpire refers to the sports official who apply their services in various kinds of sports competitions, whereas a referee is the person who ensures that all the rules and regulations of the game are correctly followed while the game is in progress. I don't get it. I don't really get it. Don't understand. Surely they do the same thing. I don't get it. That doesn't make sense. I'm sure they're the same thing, really, aren't they? Right, game's about to get underway for the final quarter. This couldn't end soon enough. I'm loving the conversation. I'm loving chatting with all you guys. But God, this has turned into a dreadful game now. Like, really dreadful. Are you watching the A-League? Nice. Nice, Jake. How are Adelaide doing? I'm having a look. Adelaide 1-1. I should go and put my Adelaide top on, really, shouldn't I? Troy, do not start up stand-up, mate. Don't do stand-up comedy. Do I, Yeah, you are right. You are right. The game is not over for Carlton anyway, because it's all about getting the goal difference now, isn't it? The point difference. Because you never know if at the end of the season that plays a big part, making sure you get that big goal difference. Bazzaboy, the Crows are not better, are they? Let's be honest. They have played absolutely dreadful. Crows have been dreadful.
Williams.
Yeah, percentage, goal difference. That's what we call it. Goal difference, point difference, shot difference.
Boost their percentage toward the wing.
Troy, you need to stop while you're ahead. You need to stop while you're ahead, mate.
Waiting in the hole and marking for these is Doherty. They still want the corridor kick.
So 102 plays 36, 18 minutes 20 left on the clock.
Spent a few petrol tickets, no doubt. The Blues to Doherty.
I don't think Crows have offered anything defensively, anything attacking. They've been really poor all around. And actually, you can tell that the commentators are bored themselves as well. Nice, easy there. Another mark for Carlton with a fairly simple kick here, I would think.
It's a really good lead, knowing the right time to come back up.
Yeah, you're right. It's that call on specifically when you need to go. When
Like I said, you can just tell that the game is dead because the commentary team have just sort of lost all the energy for the game now. He's messed it up. 1 point.
Charlie could have had a lot more.
Missed three like that offset shot this afternoon.
Dawson.
I think if I was a Crows fan, I would have left by now, I reckon. I don't think I'd still be in the stadium.
Carroll tries to shrug. Got caught. Floats it. Off Cottrell. He might pounce anyway. Oh, he's leg, maybe.
Would you, if you were a Crows fan, would you still be in the stadium now? That's my question to you.
Berry. Turnover, Boyd. And they are screaming for it in the corridor. It's almost too congested from Blues players. Over the head of a couple.
I think I would leave early because this is embarrassing. It's like Crows haven't even tried.
Spins it around the body.
That is what it feels like. The Crows have not even tried today. And that's what would disappoint me. With a score like this, is there really any reason in the AFL for there to be that much of a gulf in ability? I don't necessarily think so. With your whole draft system and whatnot, should there really be that much of a difference in ability? So when one team gets absolutely battered, you should be annoyed with your team for lack of effort, lack of tactical knowledge and ability. I wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't be happy.
Hands it to Brown, who bangs it. Blues got the wall set up. Williams. Good grab.
You do have to bang it to some sort of advantage though when coming out of defence.
Cottrell sits it up. Can Curnow get a jump at it? He waits down, Curnow.
No, I disagree. Sorry. I disagree because... look, the problem is... these players... I think when a team loses badly, and this is the same in any sport, the team need to realise that the fans are not happy. Because at the end of the day, the fans pay the wages, right? Whether that's through TV, whether that's through tickets for seeing the games. And you almost have to get a response from the players. How do you get a response from the players? And I think walking out, showing your disapproval is one way of doing it.
19 years of age, Jack Carroll having some fun. Having a rest. Back into play. Hinge. Handball smothered.
Hi, Stephen. It happens. This was the only game I could watch this week, sadly. And I thought it would be closer than it was.
Has he got the range?
Oh, 1 point.
But it may have travelled. It has, and that's a 50. Didn't hand it back.
Oh, it's of course it's very it's very unsportsmanlike, obviously, but it's you definitely get it in football. I know that for sure.
But it's a point. It's a point. Maybe you do have to give the ball back to the opposition. I wouldn't have thought so.
We'll learn more about that during the week, no doubt.
I reckon we should
That's another topic then. I think that's another subject then about, obviously, you just said... Who just said it? Hang on. Sticks just said that you don't think the players are happy with the coach. But this is the same problem in football, that obviously the buck obviously stops with the manager or the coach in this sport. But the players are still the ones on the pitch. You know, there isn't much of a... I don't think AFL is much of a tactical game. It could be. It could be a tactical game, but I don't think it is. So it's the players on the pitch making the decisions at the end of the day. And I think you have to blame the players. Because this sort of performance is absolutely dreadful.
Chance to kick his first of the season. Billy Frampton.
Okay, Kat, I get you. Yeah, I get you. So it's more... It's man managing the players as well is the difference. Because as a referee, there's 6 points for Crows. Yeah, as a referee, I certainly have to man manage players. And if they're giving grief or if they kick off, I have to manage that. Whereas possibly an umpire doesn't necessarily have to worry too much about that. I don't know, maybe.
So Savani's a point, just drops the ball. And 50 was given, he didn't give it back, but all clear had been called. So the ball transition then from the Adelaide Crows went the length of the ground. They've got a free kick here for the hole by Young on the arm of Frampton.
Yeah, to be fair, that happens in football as well. Team losing and it's all the referee's fault. Troy, you said you had 4 hard-siders. What's the difference between a hard-sider and a cider?
Wins the ruck battle. Dumps it down in the direction of Kennedy. Keeps it rolling forward.
I tell you what, Sticks.
Chera picks it. Gave to Kennedy. Heads toward Mackay and
Your toddler needs a whack up the backside then, Stinky Pinky. I don't condone hitting children. Just to double check that if anyone takes that out of context. Yeah, Sticks Judo. I tell you what, a prime example of this is Jose Mourinho in football. So Jose Mourinho's had a habit when he's been at like Chelsea, for example. I think he did really well in one season, the first season, they win the league or win a cup or whatever. And then the following season, all the players can't, get really annoyed with him and just play dreadful. And they ended up mid-table or something like that, just because they fell out with the manager. Doesn't make any sense, but it happens. It really does happen.
same as Patrick Cripps. They lead all comers on the stat sheet. Scholl. Back to Dawson.
I think that, and Kat saying that about into the laws of the game about giving dissent to the umpires, I think that's great. Crows with the ball. And they get another one. Crows are back in the game. They're back in the game. Only 56 points behind.
Why is it taken to this point in the game?
Oh, mate, the European... Shanice is here. Hi, Shanice. Mate, the European Conference League is a joke. I would still want to be in it because it's still European competition. But it is still a bit of a joke. And they should. I think Roma are probably the team in the European Conference League.
If you understand that you're defensively sound behind the ball, so you look behind, you go, yep, we're well structured behind the ball. Now's probably the right time to attack the middle of the ground.
The Dark Knight. Are you a real AFL fan, commentary man? Yeah,
Feeds it on
I am.
against the grain.
I definitely am.
Some space. Had a little bounce. Didn't come back to him. And forced to tackle at Walsh.
Yeah,
1 goal a minute. We can't be... Honestly, we cannot be living by this rule, 1 goal a minute. That 1 goal a minute rule, that is just nonsense, isn't it? It's absolutely nonsense, because you could get 1 goal every 30 seconds. Here we go then, Crows with the ball again. Are they going to break the 50 mark? But my point is, the 1 goal a minute slogan is just rubbish. Like I said, you could get 1 goal every 30 seconds or every 20 seconds. In you go. 50 points behind. No, sorry, 48 points behind. My mistake. Sorry, the commentator, did the commentator just say Crows cannot give up on the competition? The competition is dead. The Crows are not back, Andrew. They're not, though, are they? I'm sorry, but the Crows cheer squad, it's so depressing to watch. It is so depressing to watch the Crows cheer squad. Like, it's a little bit embarrassing as well. Oh, man. 50 points in it.
Now fed between legs. Cripps again. 30-metre handball. Sweeps it in Owi's direction. Hamill. Wing tackle. 360. Gone.
Gone. Sticks, this game was done at half time, I reckon. They're just Crows. Carlton are just slowing the game. Look, just slowing the game down. Hate is a strong word, Mr. Jaffs. Shanice, I may do a watch along for the Champions League final. It's on a Saturday, I expect. So yeah, probably it'll be very early in the morning for you Australians, though. If you're in Australia. All right, okay. They can't give up on the rest of you. To be fair, the Crows still stand a chance of getting into the top 8. They aren't completely out of it yet. Oh, Tex. Oh, no. I thought that bounced in then, but it didn't. Behind. Yeah, very early for you guys. Very early for you. When is the... Hang on, when is the Champions League final? The 28th of May. What am I doing on the 28th of May? That seems... Oh, I don't think I can do it. I can't do a watch along for the Champions League final because it's normally on a Saturday evening, isn't it? Hang on. Yeah, it's normally an evening game, isn't it? At 8 o'clock. However, I will be watching Al Murray because I've got tickets to see Al Murray, and that's a 7:30 start. So it doesn't look I will be watching the Champions League final. That's unlike me because I do normally watch that every year. Yes, I tell you what, me and Charlie may do a watch along next week for the Eurovision. I bloody love Eurovision. I love Eurovision. Am I around? Oh no, I'm seeing guys. I don't know if I'm going to be around for Eurovision either. Oh man.
takes it away from him. Didn't get any arm, got all ball. Heads back towards the wing and Walker, outstanding half.
Oh, that's annoying. I've arranged to see the Aussie friends Saturday. Ah, that's annoying.
It's got McAdam long. Doesn't hit him. Young chopped it off.
7:45 left on the clock. Mate, your election results will take ages. That'll be a really long one, won't it? Really long watch along if I did that.
Especially Carlton when ball in hand.
Deland takes the mark. He's spot on. You can sense it now. The Blues are kind of happy just to not get any injuries in this last 7.
104. They've not really got any scores on this, any goals on this this quarter, have they, Carlton?
Berry pounces.
Got 2 behind so far.
Goes back to Shoal. Put him under immense pressure. Goes low to try and affect the high free. Doesn't get it. Gallant. Hamill. Ducks inside. Does nicely. Gets under this a little. And good grab from Durden. Got some poise, the kid.
Oh, he has. I can't wait for him to eventually develop into getting some midfield minutes. Plays a lot up forward, pressure. Puts all the pressure on.
Duday backed into a bit of trouble. Gallant chips the kick.
No, they're no trouble for Carlton. They're just slowing the game down. Every time they get it, they are slowing it down. They're on the attack now, but there's no real rush or urgency. They've got the win. Oh, almost made the mark. Ball stays on. I've got 2. 1, 2. 2 monitors I've got. I wouldn't ever go back to only having 1. God, it'd be dreadful having only 1 monitor. It's tough using the laptop that I've got when it's only 1 monitor as well.
Well-earned rest.
Newman gets there, makes a contest. Walker crashed it down. And the ball too quick for Keys.
Yeah, guys, Charlie is
This game is dead. It has died a painful death.
It's been a good afternoon at the office.
Hasn't Lewis Young developed into in a short space of time a really good defender?
Adelaide could have had Charlie Curnow. They had Ed
Whoa.
on their list for a while. Then the Crows took Wayne Miller in the draft, the pick before Carlton took Charlie. Blues brothers could have been Crows.
Mate, loads of people I know are watching Lego Masters.
Thumb clear. All about to be tossed in. No, free kick. And that's a little protest from Butts, but it was kind-hearted, obviously. Mackay. Hamill.
Hello, mate. Come here.
Carlton started the season 3 wins in a
No,
row.
have a little stretch instead.
A couple of speed humps on the way
Come here then. Alright, go out for a wee.
Coast had a 51-point lead against Port Adelaide and won by a point.
Mate, Shanice, Man United are an embarrassment, aren't they? With the money they've spent, some of the players they've got, Man United are an embarrassment. They really are. Down in 6th place, they could lose their Europa League spot as well, Man United. They really could, because bearing in mind they've played 37 games and West Ham 35. And West Ham are 6 points. Yeah, West Ham are 6 points behind Man United at the moment, with 2 games in hand. Well, at least they finally got a good mark. Jesus. I think Ronaldo will stay. They've got a new manager coming, but yeah, if they're not careful, I said if Man United aren't careful, they've only got 1 game left to play. Every other team have got loads left. But yeah, if Man United aren't careful, they're losing their Europa League spot, which will be another disaster for them. How are you going to attract the best players if you're not even in Europe? That's really, really dreadful for them. Yeah, 3 minutes 46 left. Hello, buddy.
Running out this game, handball received to Shoal.
aggressive out of the back half.
Yeah, honestly, Man United have been embarrassing. They've been embarrassing for years, haven't they, though? And actually, the funny thing is, Man United looked like they were going to get Champions League this season. And they just crumbled. Absolutely crumbled, didn't they? Who's the most disliked team in the Premier League? I would say that there's two. The two disliked teams in the Premier League are Liverpool and Man United. I can't stand Liverpool because they basically stole all of Southampton's players. And Man United are Man United. You know, both teams have the history that you want to lose. So,
6-6 and 6 warning. So from the ball up, DeConey knocks it down. Chris still
yeah, Maguire is piss poor. He is dreadful, isn't he? He might as well be playing for the other team.
forward. Kicked the last 4 goals of the game, Adelaide. And Saad takes them on. A couple of bounces. He is lightning. Can't find a target. Oh, he's
Hey, Lena.
still there for the Blues to collect, though.
Did you come here?
Down.
No, you don't want to come here. You want to come here, you boy.
Gave it to Saad.
Don't lick my foot.
Free. Adelaide free, not Silvani free. The hinge.
In the wrong spot, Cottrell.
Yeah, well, we got Danny Ings very cheap and then sold him for about 30 million.
Paddy Cripps has had another outstanding game.
If anyone wants to support a football team, feel free to support Southampton. We always need more Saints fans.
After a 35 possession.
Janet, hi Janet. To be fair, I would be. Carlton have done absolutely nothing in this half, but they haven't needed to. They haven't needed to stretch themselves in this half, and I think that's probably a wise decision. You know, I don't want to get any injuries, any strains or anything. So probably a wise decision. Even the scoreline now flatters Adelaide, to be fair.
Curno's back out there. Silvani knocks it with a fist. Great tackle. On Berry and Saad.
Giving the ball out. There's one man in the box.
Long goal square. Couple of options.
Oh, not quite. They're going to score. Goal. Goal for Carlton.
5 for Charlie. He's got a handful.
Well, he had a 2-minute rest. Comes back out.
Yeah, feel free to support Southampton.
And it's just the way they set up. It was Saad on this occasion that put himself in the right spot. Quick kick out, good tackle, and then they had to kick under pressure. I think it's Berry here that just...
Stinky Pinky, yeah, please do email me as well after the game. That would be awesome to hear what you've got to say. That would be incredible. Thanks everyone for joining me. We've got 2 minutes left on the clock.
Coaches and players talk about
There you go. Sticks finally gives in. Sticks finally says the game is over with 2 minutes left. 110 to 61. Thanks. Finally. That's what I've been waiting for. Troy, that's a poor reason for supporting someone. You got to find You got to find a team you have a connection with. That's what you got to do.
But it could have been a larger bag. Not as large as the bag that Geordie brought to take those Sharon's home.
Bloody Worksop town. Jesus Christ. That is lowering the standard, isn't it?
That's funny. Bouncing ball inside 50.
I tell you what, you'll probably get a load of Americans that now support Wrexham just because of Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney.
Fisher.
Now that they're the owners of Wrexham.
Pump down the line. Good trap from Brown to Riccielli.
1 minute 40.
Inside kick. Walsh put up
Let's finish this bloody game.
with a push off.
Absolute disaster from the Crows.
Holds it in the area. Michael Voss. Superstar player, 245 games and 3 premierships.
Guys, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button on the stream down below. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't.
Riccielli.
No, Louise. Hi, Louisa. Nice to join me. It's not Southampton. It's not 2 words. It's 1 word. It's not word. Sorry, it's 1 word. I've got to type it out now. It's 1 word. I do find it funny. I keep seeing people say Southampton as in 2 words. I don't understand it, but hey.
Need one more inside 50, Carlton to equal
Shanice, yeah. There's
74.
It's funny because Dan, there's a young lad Dan in my Discord server, and he's a Stockport fan.
That's a long time, Geordie.
And he keeps going on about Wrexham recently.
Since 99-ish.
Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo? I'm going to say Ronaldo. Because if you look at it, Ronaldo can do it, even score goals, score hat-tricks in with a rubbish team. So yeah, I'm going to say Ronaldo.
Almost cut off by Berry. Good feed.
See you later, Jake.
Cook. Beware of Slim Cook. This kid can play.
Beware of Slim Cook.
Totally agree with that. He certainly can play. He's got some attributes that we'll see this young man.
You guys do it to me. You guys always nitpick everything I say. I've got to be allowed something back, surely.
The more he plays, the better the Crows become as a side.
Yeah, this is a good result. This is a good result for Carlton. It solidly puts them in the finals positions.
The wing, getting around the back of the contest. He's got excellent skills.
Pick 25, 2020. Star volleyball player as a kid, Joe's footy.
Yeah, you've been told.
Dad was a star at the Happy Valley Vikings as well. Some good footy stock. And that is the live ladder. The Blues 22 seconds away from...
Yeah, to be fair, this quarter, Adelaide scored 10, got 5 goals, 2 behinds in this quarter.
They got one last one in them.
So on a plus side,
One paw.
they did do quite well in this quarter, considering.
And his defender in a blender.
And then Carlton finish off with a goal, and then the buzzer goes. Well, there it is. Game over. Yeah, as a Swans supporter, it would have been better if the Crows won as well. Game over. Game is done. Let's get this stream off. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone.
They want to win by the Blues, seriously.
Hang on. Let me turn this game off.
And then they got their game going. And
Yeah, thank you so much for joining me, everyone. It means so much that everyone comes and joins the watch-alongs. I don't know why you come and watch me. It's mental. Watching some English guy talk about AFL. It's absolutely mental. But once again, you guys are incredible. Thank you so much for joining me. For the people that have been chatting the whole way through. For the people that had me on mute on the background. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. To be fair, Arjovenzia, this wasn't the best one to watch fully. Was it really? I feel sorry for you if this is the first one you've watched in ages fully. There we go. Kat, exactly, Kat. You've been brilliant. Honestly, you have been brilliant. You've been here with me for ages. Oh man, I've got to go referee. Oh. Thanks, Skull and Crossbones. Finally unmuted. I've got to go and referee some under-14s. The last game of the season for these under-14s. Second versus third. One of these teams can win the league. I don't really do under-14s very often, but that's what I've got today. It's Sunday, isn't it? God. Have an amazing weekend. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. Please do check out our vlog. That would be really, really kind if people check out the vlog and subscribe to the vlog channel. That is a really big one for us. I really want to get the vlog channel up and running properly, and so please do that. Thanks. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. You guys have been great. Buy me a coffee, merchandise down below, subscribe to the vlog channel, and yeah, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you next time.